Okay, here are some things you might not know about redstone in Minecraft. Powered hoppers don't suck. See, it just bounces. But under half slabs and stairs, or at least half slabs, they do suck. Which means you can make your own toilet. Under double slabs and whole blocks, there's room to not suck. But a hopper minecart under solid blocks does suck. It's nice to know. Activator rails seem to only throw you from a minecart or blow up a minecart with TNT. But interesting to note, is that tracks have the same blast resistance as whatever block they're on. And yet they still break with water. This is the fastest clock, and quite an annoyance. This here is a far more reliable clock. And this clock burns out. But it's a double burnout clock. So each time you press the lever, it resets. Then burns out again. It's also really, really good for some of my traps. These blocks don't get pushed or pulled by sticky pistons. They also don't get pushed by regular pistons. My tongue is beating me up. Which makes this trap really evil. Especially if we connect this clock to it. Now when a player breaks this chest to get the items out of it, this will push upwards and blow them sky high. Well, I guess they can push animals. Takes longer for an efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe. Oops. Takes longer for an efficiency 5 diamond pickaxe to break 1 block of obsidian than it does for a normal wooden pickaxe to break 1 block of stone. The same exact amount of time to break 1 coal ore. Not that players will actually have these on their person when they wind up in my traps. Speaking of which, let's take a walk down the psychopath and look at some of my traps. And hopefully my voice is loud enough. Not that I really care. Most of my videos have always been silent. Not that you care either. Here we have TNT with gravel on top of it, with redstone on top of it, with gravel on top of it, with pressure plates. Player walks over the pressure plates, pushes these pistons up, traps them, and drops them down into here. When they land here, get blown up, fall back down. Yep, that's fun. And if they survive that, here's a double trapped chest with 2 traps on it. So it's a double trapped chest. When they open it, it turns off this line of redstone and activates this tower, hitting them with Splash Potion of Poison 2 and Harming 2. Also inside this chest is some milk, because I like to add insult to injury. When they shot it, it reactivates this, hitting them with 11 Splash Potions of Harming. Because if you're gonna kill a player, you better do it right. And if you decide, well, I'll just break this sap slab, and I'll break this too, there's this clock, which if it'll ever work. Another note, clocks sometimes stop working. It'll push this piston up, which will activate the whole shebang anyway. More tests. This, in a dark cave, makes a fantastic pitfall trap. Oh boy. But to accurately capture a player, it has to be at least 3 long. That being said, you can do the same for rail tracks. Oh, really? Yeah, really. That was such a bad pun. Now here's a nice one. Wooden pressure plates will break sand, so will half slabs. There's a piston there on a clock with a half slab on it. It'll go up and down, breaking all of these. Pistons can only push a column that's less than 12 blocks high. So when the player runs through here, they get the same treatment. They hit the pitfall and fall straight down. Upon falling down here, we'll try to run away from the TNT and wind up on fire. If they break that block, though, it'll cause all of this sand down here to fall, breaking it into dropped entities, which will activate these wooden pressure plates, which activates the TNT, blowing the player up. In a redstone ready world like this, made mostly of sandstone, if you have it on peaceful, the only thing that spawn are bats and squids. They're so squidly. This is a nice little clock thing I made. Fill the droppers with a piece of redstone. Fill the dispensers with whatever potions you want. And when the player runs through, clocks activate and hit him with potions. This was actually my first try. This one's my second try. As you can see, we've got the dropper going there. I mean the mine cart to suck up stuff. And we've got nice little box there. And when you run through, it tends to hit you a lot. Causes the piston to push up, completing the circuit, and firing stuff upon the player. I still have slowness. Sometimes, with a potion of swiftness too, you might beat it. Oh, no, that cannot work at all. But it's good to know that it works in destroying players. This is a slightly different version. Which uses the pistons up here to complete the circuits. see if we can get through this one. Hope it's loaded. Well, it helps when it's not loaded. Wow. Unless not loaded. That's fine. Remember that nice little burnout switch I told you about? Yep. If I use a double burnout switch on this, putting the torch right here, it'll go through these double chests in about 4 runs. Yep. 4 passes through here. And it'll go through those chests. That's why I only have a single torch. Because it goes through some resources. In fact, I've tested this. The only way to get through it is with a speed 2 potion and a notch apple. Now let's try that with just the notch apple. Yay, I made it! I can actually fill in these gaps. 1 second. With more pressure plates. That way, the person you're trying to defeat won't really know which ones are active and which ones are not. What's really good about this is if you remember any of the pitfall traps I showed you earlier, of them going down a rail, drop straight down with TNT, and have this as a nice welcome escape until they run through and die horribly. In fact, I'm surprised you can get through it with just a notch apple. Oh, I can't believe I missed this one. When you go over this with a cart, it activates that TNT, causes all this sand to fall, hitting those pressure plates, activating this TNT, and blowing everything up. Because that's just the kind of guy I am with traps. Stone pressure plates are the only ones that don't get pushed down with block entities. It seems that string breaks falling sand. The hoppers just suck it up. I wonder. That's awesome. The explosion wasn't. But that means you can make any one of these vertical and just drop the player down a tunnel of pain. Man, that's awesome. More clocks. Yay! And my rail test. So I'm going to try to find a faster clock. But nothing's as horrendous as this. A fact. It took my items. Oh, wow. I killed the minecart. Might be better to make it vertical, so that the player can fall through it. But that seems to be the extent of my traps currently. Hopefully this gives you some ideas to use on your friends. Or not. Yay, pigs!